The old rule for fostering successful relationships went a little something like, you give a little, I give a little, and we'll just meet in the middle. But that was in the past, and the old rules just don't apply anymore. Here to tell us why are mindfulness and leadership experts, married couple, and authors of the new book, The 80-80 Marriage, a new model for a happier, stronger relationship. Nate and Kaley Klemp joining us now. Thank you both. So, okay, we all kind of heard the 50-50 rule before, we should each give our best and you meet in the middle, right? But you're saying now it should be 80-80. Tell us why 50-50 isn't good enough and 80-80 is better.
Well, we spent about a decade trying to make this 50-50 rule of fairness work in our relationship, and it was a disaster. It almost ended our marriage, actually. And then we interviewed about 100 people for this book, and we found that this idea of making everything fair wasn't working for anybody. And there are a couple reasons for this. First, it leads to all sorts of resentment and conflict. But second, it turns out we're actually really bad at assessing whether things are fair. We tend to overestimate our contributions and underestimate the contributions of our partner.
So what we recommend is striving for 80-80 instead. And you might be asking, well, what do all these numbers mean? And it's really about this spirit of contribution in your relationship. So when both people are striving to do more than their fair share, it creates a feeling of generosity, of contribution, and appreciation. Plus, in 80-80, you get a different structure. So rather than having every chore be an opportunity for a fight about whose turn it is or whether it's fair, instead, when you start with shared values and priorities, those roles become more clear. And then it feels like you win together, like you share the success. And that frees up so much energy and time for all the fun stuff of marriage.
Yeah, I think that's a really good, we always try to say it's not what you're not getting, it's what you're not giving, trying to put the onus on yourself, right? To try and not always be pointing the finger. And we're all living in close quarters together all the time, no breaks. My husband and I were just talking about how we've never spent this much time together. I think everyone's living that. What are some tips and tools for helping us navigate this we're always together time?
Well, I think it's what you were saying, that we're spending so much time close together, like really, really close together. And yet the sentiment that people are describing is that we're close but not connected. And so what we're striving for here is, how do you recreate that connection? And paradoxically, one of the most important things for connection is space. And that's somewhat about physical space, just leaving your partner's side for a little bit, even just walking around the block for 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then there's also what we call mental space or headspace, which is just giving yourself a break once a day from all those distractions, your device, social media, so that when you come back to connect with your partner, you're more present and available.
Okay, I'm taking notes. I'm going to put it into practice. Nate and Kaley Klemp, thank you both. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
80-80 Marriage, available for pre-order and wherever books are sold. It all starts tomorrow.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.